Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Come on, let's go. Good play, good play. Watch the shot. Open.
They run it with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey. 4 down. 184. He's going. Shift. Hey, alert 3. Move the team.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Got it. 36 power. Lost ball. 52, Mike. 52.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Break the deck. 180. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Mayfield on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Good. 180. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 5-2 is the mic. Mike's 5-2, Mike. Hey, alert 33.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up second and 11 at the Seahawks 24-yard line.
50. Good. 180. Choose the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. One touch.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
What? Check 53. You. Check 3. Slam. Further. 53.
Here's Carson. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Don't say nothing. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Watch the curve. Showing that. Real. Pistol.
Mayfield now from the 50. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mayfield looks to throw. Pass complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Mike 52. Hey, wahoo! Pretty quiet. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's Wilson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Double count. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
We got him. Who's the team? 52. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Throwing on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go 14. Check 4. Check 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's third down.
It's third down and 6 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
180! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Seahawks get their first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down now, it's Carson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again here. Wilson going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it, bring it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Seattle.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Again, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy?
Here's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And 12 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. King. Run. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Right 52. Target.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Finding Harris over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if the Come back and haunt them later on.
Go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to work. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch 84, watch 84. Go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Got it. Dude. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. Check. Crunch.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. 36. Hey, check 24. 5-2 is the money. 5-2.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm here all day. Mike, 53.
Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And Callaway taking it in left side. 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'll go special. I'll go special. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mack Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Good job right there. Good check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponent.